welcome back to the channel. Today, as you can see, we're doing a bit of topping, and we will also be, I hope to get all the sheep in and wean the lambs. I'll be bringing them all from where they are up on the hill back to the sheep shed to divide them, because I'll probably leave the ewes in for a couple of days because they always break down fences after the weaning. And I'll probably have a bit of aftergrass where I cut the first bit. Now there's not a lot on it, I haven't put any fertiliser or anything on it yet, but it's just somewhere for them until grass grows back where I cut the silage up on the hill there. I really, the field beside where the pen is, I really wanted to put the lambs there, but I'm only after cutting the silage off it, so I'll put them down on the aftergrass there just until that grows back. But I want to maybe pair a few lame ewes. I want to dose the lambs with a mineral and a worm dose. Yeah, I'll be doing both of them again together. And just really assessing the lambs and see, because it'll be soon coming up to those ewe lamb sales, and maybe need to do a bit of dagging maybe if they're dirty on the back end. But in fairness, my lambs haven't been really dirty on the back end. But little things like that, little jobs like that. So I'll probably get, tomorrow they're giving heavy showers and a lot of rain tomorrow, so maybe I'd get the full day at the sheep, and there'll be a lot of sheep work. But we're just going to get this field topped where there's feck all grass here. It's really just docks and weeds and nettles. Where I have the young cattle here, I'm testing in a week's time, so there's no grass here. They're actually, I won't say they're hungry, but there's no grass, but I would be moving them down to where they normally are after the test is done. Because I'd have 2 months again then before I'd have to test again. So I put them down there for a couple of months because I have the sheep gone off and I moved up the top end. So just a bit of jiggling around in the next while, but like we'll be still at loads of silage as soon as we get any breaks in the weather. There's loads of silage still to do and haylage. We're trying to grab a bit every day that it's every sort of fine day we can get, we're sort of just grabbing it. You know, so that's it, yeah. Mainly to finish off this topping and then mainly sheep. The ewes in from my hill, and I'm after weaning the lambs, and we've taken out some cast ewes there. There's a dozen or more cast ewes, and we just need to sort them. There's a few lambs maybe to go to Carnew in the morning as well. I think 4 ram lambs. The rest are nearly all ewe lambs, so that's them. And then when we were bringing them down, these were lame ewes and ones that I thought wouldn't make it back down, so I'm going to pair their feet now. And there was a couple of lambs there lame as well, so I just want to have a check on them, and then we'll put them through the race. I was dosing the lambs as well. The lambs got a worm dose and a mineral dose because they'll be going down onto fresh aftergrass. And actually, I didn't do a fecal count or anything like that, but when we were dipping there the last time, I saw some worms in dung in the pen. Now, I don't know whether that was from ewes or lambs, but anyway, the lambs are actually due a dose now anyway, so and there's a bit of a break in the silage with the weather, so we'll just wean them now. It's time to wean, and give them a dose. So I'll actually be leaving the ewes in the shed for a couple of days because they usually go roaming after the weaning, and it's easier on me, it's easier on man and beast to leave them in the shed, and then I'll be putting the lambs down on fresh aftergrass. I actually have a department inspection in the morning, a beef and sheep inspection, and he needs to read the ewes, so it's handy that I have them in the shed, so we'll just run them through the race, whatever he needs to do. I don't know what he needs to do with the cattle, but that's in the morning, 12 o'clock in the morning. So we'll see how that goes. But I was inspected about 2 years ago as well, I think, for beef and sheep, or beef. So look, this is the way it is, and you just have to get on with it. So yeah, I'm just going to pair these ewes' feet now. I think all these ewes are lame, and I tell you, actually, I have a problem with ewes with sore eyes. There was one ewe there, she couldn't see where she was going at all. So I caught them this morning when I was bringing them home, before I brought them home. Caught them and put them in a pen, and then brought them down in the trailer. So there was a few other ewes there that are gone out into the yard that have sore eyes. So I didn't have any of the blue antiseptic sprays, but I had a bit of penicillin there. And what I did was I got their eye and I just squirted a bit of the penicillin antibiotic into their eye, and hopefully that'll work. I thought I had some of that blue spray, but I didn't have it. I usually have that blue spray for doing the calves' nables and doing nables and things like that. So I just didn't. Well, maybe I have it and I couldn't find it. You know that type of way. So I had some penicillin there, as I said, and just squirted a bit in around the eye, and hopefully. Now I'm not sure what it is, pink eye or something. They get every now and again they get it, but if you didn't treat them, it is spread like feckin' wildfire. It's a feck of a thing. It spreads really fast. So hopefully I'll be going with those cast ewes and things to Carnew in the morning, hopefully. And the pet lambs are in here. Pet lambs are in there. Only bedded them the other day there, and they're in crap again. There's 2 of them already tagged and ready to go, so I just need to check them, maybe weigh a few of them, and when I'm going, bring a few of them. They are mud fat, even though they mightn't be that big. Like, say, even if they're 35 kilos, they'd be mud fat and weighing 35 kilos, if you know what I mean, because they're getting ad-lib nuts there, the pets. So that's just the way we do it. Sometimes I've let the pets out with other lambs, and they fucking died, you know. So we just leave them in the shed and we give them ad-lib meal. Probably not making that on them, but it's better than them dying. So that's the story. I might set up the camera here and show you me pairing a few feet. I just put the camera on time lapse. I didn't do too much videoing of this because you've seen me sorting the ewes and lambs before and dosing. So I was just dosing and sorting them there. So you've seen that a couple of times. I put it on time lapse so you have a rough idea of what's going on. I've looked back on a few videos myself, and maybe I'm not explaining things. If there's a new viewer and they don't really understand farming. So if anyone has any questions or anything like that, put it in the comments if I'm not explaining something right, because I'm assuming that I'm talking to other farmers and that they know what's going on, you know what I mean? So you just sort of forget sometimes. So again, if someone doesn't understand, or maybe they know what I'm doing but don't know why, do you know what I mean? So stick it in the comments, there's no problem, I'll explain anything if anyone has any questions. So we set up the camera here and we'll pair a few feet. But that's it anyway. All these will be going through the footpath anyway. As I say, when I'm leaving the ewes in for the next few days, I'm going to run them through the footpath every day, and hopefully then by the time they go back up to the hill, everything will be right. But yeah, there was one of them, that one on the front foot. She was bad on the front foot there, and there was actually maggots in it. It was foot rot and there was maggots in it. But I have this container, the blue container there, and I have a whole foot in it. And if I have a front foot, I can dip the foot in that straight away and I'll tell you the maggots will die then. But if it's a back foot, it's just extremely hard to hold the yoke and do it, but as I say, they'll all be going through the footbath, so they'll all be getting dipped anyway. So just want to, there's actually a couple with sore eyes here. I was just looking, I thought they were all lame, but they're not. There's 2 or 3 with sore eyes that are not lame at all. So I want to put them in now, and I'll inject them. Just want to mark the ewes, and then there's 2 or 3 lambs there, just want to dose as well, and then we'll be sorting these other lambs and ewes then as well. Just said I'd show you. Oh, this one's going down. Don't know whether you can see or not. Her eyes are just, they don't look right, and she's blind, she can't see. So what I'll do is I'm just going to squirt a bit of penicillin in there. Obviously I'm not putting a needle in her eye, I'm just squirting it in around, and there's a few of them there. It was just to show you that it doesn't look right, and the only reason I copped it is that she's blind, she can't see at all, but hopefully this will sort it out and she'll be okay. That's the lambs now on the after grass there. There was no fertiliser, no slurry or anything put on this, so it wouldn't last too long, but he pip, like that'll do. But anyway, it'll do for a couple of weeks until the grass comes back where I cut the silage up where the pen is, up on the hill there. When the grass comes back there, that's where I really wanted to put them. That's why I wanted that cut early, but I just didn't get to it because it's beside the pen there, and it'll just make life a bit easier for me. But I have a bit of fencing here to do with the gate. I may get the tractor and bring down water to them, and may bring wire and a few staples, just that they could get out there, because these be a nightmare. The fence, I've meadows out there as well that I need to cut for haylage, and they're still not done. And this fence is not great at all, so lambs could be out tomorrow. But like 4 fields here, I don't know what's in it, there's probably over 20 acres, and I need it cut. I really need it cut because I'm going to run out of haylage for a guy that I supply, because some of the other haylage I wouldn't be cutting until August. So I really need this cut now, and it's giving it bad weather up till the weekend again. So the weather just dictates an awful lot, you know, in farming. It's just so difficult to try to get anything done. You make your plan, and it always goes up in the air, you know. So that's a he pip. Oh, you rolled in something. I was going to give you a bit of a snuggle, but you rolled in something, Pip. Good dog. So yeah, that's it. I put them through the footbath. I just want to go back to the ewes now, and I'll run them through the footbath as well. Just the last day I was topping, I got pulled away from the topping to go back at silage, but it's a miserable day today again. It's raining again, so I was going to go back at the topping, but the PTO was damaged. I was always having a bit of trouble. Back a while ago, my dad had it on his tractor, and the arms lifted up and damaged the PTO, but he got a new PTO for it, but he didn't get a new connection part that goes onto the tractor. The new, oh god, what do you call it? The piece anyway that fits in on the tractor, but there was little grooves in it, or little lips in it, and it wouldn't go onto my PTO, so that stopped the topping. I brought it down to a place to get a new front on it and a new grid, so it'll slot back in. So I don't know when I'll have it. So that has stopped the topping, and I'm probably going to end this video. So again, I hope you enjoyed it, and please give it a like, and if you haven't done so, give it a subscribe down below, and we'll catch you at the next one.